Do you ever wear Jinkos? Are you a Jinko boy?
I think I had one pair of Jinkos and I'm talking like 5th or 6th grade, because that's when they would have been popular in the 90s, like the original OG ones. And I think I only got them because they were trendy. Like, and I was like, oh, I want to fit in. So I'll get some of these jeans. But like, nah, they weren't like wildly comfortable, and I couldn't really walk in them, and they kind of sucked. I think like, sorry, I'm about to give a serious answer.
Hey guys, welcome to a very special episode of RT Cares, the segment where we take your questions and turn them into very dumb answers. Today, the question is about self-expression.
Oh,
Okay. Yes, you should do it.
Yes.
Whatever it
Agreed.
is. Run around naked on a baseball field.
No. I'm 25, and I'm realizing that I've essentially dressed the same since middle school. Watching the podcast, I feel like you guys have pretty good style. What advice do you have for someone trying to change their style and get drippy?
Well, don't ever.
How do we get drippy?
Okay.
Can we tell him how to get drippy? Can we tell him how to get absolutely wet?
I think to go back to my earlier answer, I think it is running around naked on a baseball field.
Yeah, he wants to be sopping.
Until like a maintenance man form tackles you into the ground, absolutely trucks your ass.
That's a movie we should write. It's a movie about a guy who just fucking absolutely decimates somebody that's like streaking on a field and then gets like picked up to play for the Eagles.
There we go. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it's called Blinder Side. Yeah, I feel like we three have pretty defined styles. It's sort of a joke that we did last week on the cold open, but we're all like different versions of a fuck boy.
Yeah.
You're
I actually have my shirt buttoned for once.
Yeah, and it's a very fashionable like earth tone.
I cut it.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
I dress the way that I do, and friend of the show Trevor Collins today in the parking lot asked me if I'm a Nike rep because of how much fucking Nike I wear.
You are Nike from the beard down.
Yeah, pretty much.
At all times.
Yeah.
And you're wearing Nike underwear.
Oh yeah.
Nike condom.
Nike compression socks.
Well, actually, I'm Nike free balling it.
There it is.
And then Andrew dresses like a sexy drug dealer. So, yeah, look at that. Ooh.
And I dress like his underling.
Griff's my minion.
Yeah.
Griff's my hired goon.
I'm a goon.
I, first of all, would love to be a goon. I feel like that's where I feel like I have perfect, okay, boss energy. That's exactly what I permeate out. I don't want to make any of the decisions.
Let's get 'em boys energy.
That is true. Yeah, I do have.
Goon.
I do have big cracks knuckles in hand energy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, big cracks knuckles in hand energy.
If I saw you standing outside of a bar smoking, I would just give you my ID, not knowing whether or not you're the bouncer.
That happens a lot. That happens frequently and often, especially when like one of my. I used to be too young to go into venues to do stand up, so they would let me sit next to the door until it was my turn to run up on stage, do my set, and then leave the bar. But as I would sit there next to the door, people would come in and repeatedly just hand me their IDs.
That's so funny.
And I always wanted to just be like, all right, it's a $5 cover.
Honestly, great scam.
Yeah.
So another one of my comedy friends, Eli Uden, he's 6'5". He has another podcast, but he often talks about that. And he lives in New York, where it's like fucking, doorman as far as the eye can see.
Yeah.
It's like, you basically can't be on your phone outside of a bar, or people start handing you their IDs. If you're like over 6'2", people will hand you.
You're just born to be a bouncer.
Yeah,
at some
exactly.
point.
And he's got like a shaved head and like a beard and
Oh,
everything.
that's
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't have facial hair and be tall. You're a bouncer. That's the thing is, like, when I was a kid and I was a little bit smaller, I used to be Mexican, but now I'm just bouncer.
You're just bouncer.
I'm half bouncer on my dad's side.
Okay. Well, let's do it this way. How did you guys stop wearing jeans and RT shirts every day?
I never did. I never wore any of the merchandise that we have.
Available at store.roosterteeth.com.
Yes, for very affordable rates and great quality conditions.
Yeah, and if you sign up for first, you get like 5% off.
That's what they keep telling me to say, and I refuse. No, I never wore that stuff just because I really like a super thick, heavy tee.
Yeah, like a beefy tee.
Yeah, like a beefy tee. Like I like to dress like I've always said that my perfect outfit is an early 2000s New Orleans rapper.
Okay.
That's what I want.
I
And
feel
that is weirdly how I dressed in middle school. I wore Dickies shorts that were so long they were capris.
They're basically pants.
Yeah, I would wear the highest top Nikes you could find and the beefiest, and I mean beefiest tee with the tightest fucking neck. I was choloed out.
Hey, Haynes, you got a dental vest grade thickness on any of your
lead
tees?
lined t-shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I just wore whatever I had in middle school all the way through college. And then I got too fat for all my clothes, so I had to start buying my own clothes. And unfortunately, I had to go through the canon event that every lesbian goes through, which is ugly button-ups, like just like loud pattern pastel, just the worst shirts you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And then I just had a phase where after that, where I was like, I hate that, and I bought 3 pairs of the same black pants and like 10 of the same black t-shirt. And I just wore that every day for 2 years.
You did the Zuckerberg.
Yeah, with but I wore different shoes all the time. So all I bought was shoes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the panty hit, and I didn't have a need for clothes. And then after, so we all just lived in PJs for 2 years. Sweatpants for 2 years.
I didn't wear any clothes.
And then I came out of the pandemic. And
Ask any DoorDash driver.
Yeah. I came out of the pandemic, and they were like, "You have to be on camera now," and I was like, "Fuck." So then I had to go buy clothes.
Hello. Hi. How are you? This episode of the Rooster Teeth podcast can be listened to on a plethora of places, like your favorite podcast listening app or the Rooster Teeth website. But did you know that you can also listen to us now on YouTube? That is right. We have our own channel, youtube.com/@ Rooster Teeth Podcast. That's youtube.com/@ Rooster Teeth Podcast. You guys have been asking for us to return to YouTube for some time, and I'm not going to get into the boring nerd shit about why we're not posting on the full channel, but this is a way where we can post everything that we have been posting on the Rooster Teeth site for everyone to enjoy. That means that you now get access to our weekly cold open sketches. That's right. If you're not familiar, we do a RT short every single week to start out the episode. Full episodes, video versions are available there, uninterrupted, no more segments. You can watch the full thing all at once. And honestly, we just wanted to give you more places to watch it. So I hope that this is something that you're interested in, but you can still subscribe to First to help us keep the lights on, to help us keep making this wonderful show. We did the math, and one First subscription is the equivalent of somebody watching 600 YouTube videos. 600 YouTube videos. And so we cannot thank our First members enough. For subscribing to First, you get some wonderful benefits, including member and comment shout-outs, exclusive hangs. There might even be some really cool merch that's only available to you, and tons of more fun stuff is on the way too. So please, if you enjoy this show, subscribe to First so that we can keep making this. But in the meantime, if you want to watch us on YouTube, you can here on our channel, youtube.com/@ Rooster Teeth Podcast. Thank you. I feel like I was pretty on trend for most of my life, including high school. And the bad side of that is that it took me until recently to start thinking about clothes that I like to wear and clothes that look good on my body, as opposed to like clothes that are trendy to wear.
Sure.
And so that's what sucks, is that my whole life people have been like, wow, you do dress very well. But then you go back and none of those outfits are I want to say safe, but that's not the right word.
Yeah.
They don't hold up.
They don't hold
Does that
up.
make
Yeah.
sense?
Sure.
Like
How was your swag era?
that's what I'm saying. Is
How skinny were the jeans?
I remember wearing the skinniest jeans you've ever seen. My balls could not breathe. And I would wear a button-up shirt with a tie, an untucked button-up shirt with a tie.
We were wearing the exact same outfit.
Because you had to. And then a snapback.
Because we're both lesbians.
I would exactly.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I would go to Lids. I I would go to Les's.
I would go to Les.
Yeah, you go to Lids.
I mean,
Lids was just always run by a lesbian.
Yeah. Yeah. Cholos and lesbians, and
Run
sometimes
Lids.
both together.
yeah, so that is a very tight Venn diagram.
So you met my ex.
Yeah. I would go to Lids. I would get the most colorful non-Dodgers colored Dodgers hat you could find.
That's right.
And that's what I would wear. And
Yep.
so like none of that shit holds up because it was all awful and from
Yeah.
a specific era.
Yeah.
Andrew, you've lived through more eras than anyone that I know.
Yeah, same.
My life.
Do you ever wear Jinkos? Are you a Jinko boy?
I think I had one pair of Jinkos in, and I'm talking like 5th or 6th grade, because that's when they would have been popular in the 90s, like the original OG ones. And I think I only got them because they were trendy. Like, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to fit in. So I'll get some of these jeans. But like, nah, they weren't like wildly comfortable, and I couldn't really walk in them, and they kind of sucked. I think like, sorry, I'm about to give a serious answer a little bit to this question, which is, and Griff, you kind of touched on it a little bit, something that is very important and should be the bedrock of however you choose to dress, however, like whatever style you're going for. This should be the absolute fundamental bedrock of all of it. Buy clothes that fit you.
Yeah.
If you are an extra large and think you're a large, buy the extra large. Like, do not buy aspirational fit clothing. Like,
yeah,
it's
you
like,
just
oh,
waste money.
you just waste money. You feel bad in it. You truly look bad in it. So like, buy the clothes that fit your body. If you find a piece of clothing that you really like and it's like either too big or too small and it doesn't come in another size, like, it's a little bit tougher if it's too small and you're trying to make it bigger. But like,
Tailor it.
seriously, have clothes like tailored to fit you. It will change your life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is like serious advice.
And I know what you're thinking. I don't have money for a tailor. Neither do I. You guys heard how much I spend on DoorDash. But what I do have is a very sharp pair of fabric scissors and hemming tape. So this shirt, when I put it on this morning, was here because I'm 5'2", and this is a men's small shirt.
That's right.
And man sizes only go wide, not longer. They're all the same length for whatever fucking reason.
Yep.
So I just cut it off. And now it fits me.
And
Yeah.
it looks good.
It's that easy.
Yeah.
Look up. I mean, look up how things are supposed to fit,
Yeah.
and also like little things. If you want a serious advice, look. If you want to be like fucking Andrew and give real advice, and give the same speech that he gives to me every morning when I
Yeah.
get to the office, and he
Yeah.
goes, "Wear clothes that fit you,
you piece of
you
shit.
Yeah.
fucking garbage man."
Andrew sends us back home if we're not dripped
That's
out.
right.
Yeah, he does do that. It hurts my
He's a
feelings.
battle axe.
When you're like trying to find stuff that fits you, look up proportions and like try to figure out how to dress in a way that shows off your body. Like,
Yeah.
I fucking hated the skinny jeans trend because there's no way for me to look good in skinny
Yeah,
jeans.
and I hate the wide leg jean trend because I'm 5'2".
Yeah.
Right. And it just looks like you're standing in a cardboard box.
Exactly.
There are fits that are like timeless and classic.
Yeah.
Look up classic timeless fashion, but also like look up celebrities that you like the way that they dress.
Yeah.
Like for me, I go with people who have similar body types to me and dress in similar ways.
Look for people with the same body type.
Maddie Matheson, Action
Grimace.
Bronson, the Grimace.
Charlie Day for me.
What is it? Taft? President Taft?
William Howard Taft.
The one that they had to lower into the fucking elephant
They had
bathtub?
to lift him out of the bathtub.
That's what it
Yeah.
was. Yeah. William Howard Taft. Is that his name?
Yes.
May he rest in fat heaven. Look up people that have a similar body type to you.
Don't take advice from people that don't, because any advice given to you by a TikToker who is 6'3" with 10% body fat is not going to work for you. It's just not.
Yeah. But
It's
also
just
like
different.
decide what kind of fashion you want to wear.
Yeah.
I mean, I wear a lot of streetwear stuff. I wear a lot of workwear stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, dress however you want. My favorite type of clothing that I get so excited when I watch people wear, honestly, is what I would call, how do you put it? Like close up sleight of hand magician / pickup artist clothing.
What the fuck?
Like the most like leather vests over
yeah. I
a
got
bright colored button up shirt.
Sure.
An ascot. Ooh. If I could pull off an ascot,
I wish I could tie a bandana that looks cool on me once in my life. I've never been able to do it.
I think it only looks good on a bald head. I think it
That's
only
funny.
ever
I don't
looks
even
good
mean
a
on my
bald
head. Like Fiona does this thing where she like ties it around her ankle and she looks so cool.
That sounds like what white high school moms think that gang violence is.
So this kind of touches on this is a nice little piggyback. I think one thing too to piggyback off what you said and what I said with the clothes, like get clothes that actually fit you. I think when you have clothes that actually fit you, you will feel better in them, and if you feel good in your clothes, you will be more confident. And if you are confident, you can pull off better and more like adventurous swag. Like I feel like if you feel confident and you feel good in your clothes and they fit properly and you like your look, you can start experimenting with some stuff. I will say that, and this is Austin, and there's a lot. I've seen this a lot on a lot of dudes, mostly dudes, which is like, okay, fella, you obviously have too much confidence, and you have one too many accessories on. Like I saw a guy at a bar who had like cropped jeans and sandals. Fine. Go further up the body. A button-up shirt, button-up seersucker shirt tucked into those jeans with suspenders.
Ooh, I didn't know it was 2009 again.
I like when people look like Grand Theft Auto online characters.
I like when they look like background characters in Glee season 2.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, it's like I can't remember. There was that one piece of a fashion advice from a famous clothing designer, and I can't remember who it is. Like
it was Kanye West.
It was a Kanye West. No, the advice wasn't. I'm probably gonna butcher it, but it's like get ready, get dressed. Put on like what you want to wear, and then take one thing off.
Yeah,
like
take off the chrome hearts. It's always the chrome hearts. Take it off.
Take it off.
And then he said ... It was a Jewish doctor.
I'm not gonna say.
Have you seen that clip?
Oh my God!
That's one of my favorite clips. Is Kanye going? I got diagnosed by a. I'm not gonna say what kind of doctor. But it was a Jewish doctor.
That pause is, I mean, you can't teach that kind of comedic timing. Like,
it's absolutely phenomenal.
It's incredible.
That was one of my favorite parts of fashion, too, is when Kanye came along and was like, I want to make everyone look homeless.
Yeah, what if we all looked like this is the post-apocalypse?
No, like, truly, like, I mean, the Derelict campaign from Zoolander. Like, it was like, are we... Did he just watch that movie?
Yeah, he like read Hunger Games and Divergent and was like,
I feel like, so that's another thing is being more interested in fashion, which is something that I've been trying to do because I like it. I like clothes. I like the way that people dress, and I like fashion a lot. Is when I was younger, fashion seemed so daunting because you have high fashion, you see the things that people wear, and you go, why the fuck would anyone wear that? And then you realize that like none of that stuff is meant to be worn.
No, it's meant to be
it's art.
Inspiration to trickle down to us normies.
It is a statement that is then interpreted by other designers who make stuff that is more accessible. And the best way that I ever saw it was like a couple years ago. There was it went viral for a little bit, and it was that fashion show where they basically had parachute sized Jinko jeans where like you could fit a whole refugee family into one of the legs and sneak them into the country. And people were like, oh, Jinkos are back in a big way. This is ugly. And then I laughed at it too. I made like some stupid tweet. And then somebody that I know that's like really into fashion was explaining to me, and they were like, no, this was this fashion designer basically making a statement saying that the era of slim fit and skinny fit jeans is over.
That's why we all have to wear these stupid, straight, wide leg fucking.
You know, and also you don't have to. Just wear what you want to wear.
No, but now they look silly.
Well, yeah, but whatever. I don't know. Andrew said it best, which is like most of fashion is just being confident in yourself.
Yeah.
And if you wear something, it's going to be fine. There's so many times I buy a shirt and I go, is this too much? And then I wear it and then everyone gives me a compliment on it. And then I feel awesome about it. So like, just wear what you want to wear, learn how to dress well. And then again, if possible, dress like you are a sleight of hand magician, because I feel like that is a form of fashion that needs to come back. I want top hats back.
That's putting the chrome hearts back on, which is the antithesis of my advice.
Yes, that's our advice is to get ready, get dressed, and then put 10 more things on.
Rings.
And they're all rings. So I hope to God that this has helped.
Okay, I know that we're usually not serious, but everything we said in that segment, we meant 100%. We don't joke about fashion. Speaking of fashion, you can go to roosterteeth.com and you can check out our store where we got t-shirts, we got mugs, we got pants, we got stuff you can wear, stuff you can't wear. And while you're there, you can sign up for First if you want to support us directly. It's kind of like Patreon, but better. And if you don't want to do that, you can click the link down below and check out our other YouTube channel that has full-length episodes of the podcast. You asked, so we did it. And if you don't want to do any of that, at least please tailor your clothes. Look at this. Look at this. I did that. That's a serger. I bought a serger to do this.